tell you something I've learned about money, and I'm still learning about it. It is an inside job. It is a mindset. I spend about 2 to 4 hours a day studying wealth patterns, studying wealth moves, studying world leaders, what they're doing. And then asking myself the question, why did they do that? I'll give you an example. TikTok. When TikTok shut down, people all over, they were literally calling 911. They were literally saying this is an emergency. People had built their businesses, their brands, and some people didn't even build a business or a brand. They just were, broke down because mentally and emotionally, they weren't able to scroll and see their favorite influencer or their favorite reel. So, and now right before President Biden got into the administration, they were having some issues with TikTok and talking about if they had followed protocol in terms of being compliant and things like that. President Trump at the time, when President Biden got in, he told him, I think we're going to need to get rid of TikTok. Component of it. They broke some of the compliance policies, blah, 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 woo-ty woo. Okay, so then as soon as he gets in, TikTok shuts down, which they had already been, on the teeter of being shut down. They shut down, and 48 hours later, what happens? TikTok is back on the air, and it says a big thank you sign to President Trump. Thank you that President Trump was able to negotiate this deal, woo-ty woo. And basically, bottom line, what he told TikTok, he grabbed him by the kahunas and said, listen, if I'm bringing you back online, you are going to have to make the American government a 50% partner. So everything that he does is strategic. And so this is why I don't want you being emotional about these times. I need you to think strategy. I need you to join the Millionaires Club, for those of you that are watching this. And I'm telling you this because I think it's going to be very important that you learn how to look at things. You learn how to look at high prices and then see your income get high at the same time. I need you to learn how to make money in the markets every day. I need you to understand cryptocurrency. XRP several years ago was facing lawsuits. Right now, they are one of the strongest cryptocurrencies out of all the cryptos. They faced 2 lawsuits by the SEC. All that was what we call a shakeout. They were trying to shake out the little guy who doesn't know any better, who's like, oh my gosh, they're under investigation, not understanding their use case, their functionality, their tech, the technology behind XRP. It was unstoppable. It's just like Bitcoin. It's unstoppable. XRP is unstoppable. It's the same thing. It's unstoppable. So all the people that ran and got out of XRP because they were afraid, because they were under investigation, and they were going through, all kinds of court orders and this, that, and the third, and this, that, and the third. Then now what? It's one of the strongest cryptocurrencies there are. So I want to make sure that you learn how to look economically, prophetically, at the whole landscape. Because if you don't, if you're just following the crowd and start complaining and start whining and not understand that these are strategic moves that are being made, money never leaves the earth. It's never evaporated, right? It doesn't disappear. It's not dug up under, some rock or something. It's moving faster than ever right now, ever before. And so what you have to do is make sure that you understand, what is my next move? What stock do I need to be looking at? What AI stock do I need to be paying attention to? Who do I need to be paying attention to? Not what's happening now. Not what are their challenges now. Remember, crisis always brings about opportunity. So when you see a company under attack or you see a crypto under attack, it does not mean that it's futile. It does not mean that it's worthless. It does not mean that it's a scam. It simply means that they are trying to scare the small guy, if you will. Right? I have an alert on my phone that every time, yeah, exactly. Black people in particular need to focus less on the propaganda surrounding President Trump and focus more on the loaded tips he talks about. Absolutely. Yeah, like for real. So I want you to learn how to think strategically. I want you to learn how to ask questions. Ask yourself questions. And those are some of the things that we do in the Millionaires Club.